is it right now? It's 6. Definitely PM. 6, 7. I don't think it needs to be exact, but excuse me. What? Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Sure. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day. But you've actually taken the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about the experience and you're paying attention. I don't even want to say any knowing of the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead. Pick whatever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright. I'll let you get back to your game now. Oh my god. I never expected that to see. I mean, if the game tells you to do something like this, I think it's critical to actually do it. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, you know? Alright, let's just begin. Last time we followed a crazy yellow line.
This is the...
Okay, sorry. We don't need to hear that story again. Quit the game and then start it again. Oh, okay, so they do know you're playing it again. I don't think the save is necessary because you keep repeating the same things over again. So, I think...
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean? What is
Stanley
happening?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had...
Why does this give me so much satisfaction to do that?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm not going to do it, because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm locked in, no!
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
It actually opened by itself, excuse you. Oh. Okay, actually.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I want to press the S button.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What happens if I want to leave? Okay, no. Let's just check out the...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Reservation
building,
protocol.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Observation.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, I was here, I think. Yeah, over there. There's nothing really to see, so... There's so many employees. It's oh, 2 of them are fired. Oh. But who is the pirate? There was a pirate somewhere. Oh, over there. Can I see the pirate? Oh, it's just another office. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What happens if people are fired? That's what I'd like to know.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
It's so
or sad
dark. Oh my
or
gosh.
content.
Can I
Walking,
go here?
eating, working. All of it monitored and
I guess I
commanded
can't.
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
What is that, dude?
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
There is a way up here. There is something here. 'Cause... I came to do here for.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stan, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Yes.
wanted?
Power!
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed
Like
to
what?
let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you
now
want
I'm
to
gonna
throw my
leave.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
What do you
I'm
mean?
afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
That's so far-fetched.
How long until detonation then? Let's say...
Now?
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Okay, bye.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're
Whoa,
obliterated.
suddenly there's light in
All
here.
right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I
Oh,
erased
what?
them.
Oh, it
I turned
opens
off
now.
the machine. I set you free.
Oh, this actually means
Of course,
something.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply
See,
let you
there's
sit
four.
there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Okay.
endlessly and then dying alone.
I had no idea.
Other times, I let
I don't
the
think I
office
can-
sink
okay,
into the
let's just let
ground,
it die for
swallowing
now, and then we're gonna
everyone
come
inside,
back.
Or I let it burn to a crisp.
And we probably have
Say
to
this, though,
press this in
this version
order.
of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to
I'm
make
actually-
sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Oh,
Sure,
huh.
whatever I come up with on the next
okay.
go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34
Does that
seconds left.
mean I have to press
But
just
I'm
number
enjoying
3?
this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
Oh,
additional
wow.
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where
Okay.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
So
now?
the
Or
button
did you
says on the
just
screen is
assume
what
when
I
you
need
saw
to
that
pull.
timer that
So if
something
it
in this
says
room
pull
was capable
4,
of
then I
turning
have
you
to
on?
go up there to
Look
pull
at
the
you,
4.
running from button
I'm
to
gonna-
button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
I'm just-
And
I
these
wanna
number
let it die,
buttons,
actually.
No, these colored
For now.
buttons, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
No.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh, okay.
Stanley.
Oh, there's a lot
You're
more
in for quite a
buttons.
disappointment.
Oh, Jesus.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're
So
only
does
still
that
playing
mean I have
instead
to
of watching
press
a cutscene because I
red
will watch you for every moment
and
that you're
the number
powerless.
1?
To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Bye.
Take a
Goodbye,
look at the clock,
employee.
That's 30 seconds you have left to strike.
Ah!
30
Earthquake!
seconds until a big boom and
What
then
is
nothing.
that?
No ending here. Just you being blown.
Oh,
to
that's just the
pieces.
floor. It
Will
looks
you
so
cling
weird.
desperately to
I'm
your
gonna
frail
die
life,
here.
Or will you let
In the
it
middle
go
of it.
peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
No!
Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me,
I can't
will
wait,
be
actually.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh, jeez. Alright, did it just restart by itself, or...?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Alright,
Perhaps
let's
he had
actually
simply
try the
missed a
puzzle
memo.
now. Oh, huh? That wasn't open before.
New content?
Oh.
What does that mean? New
Oh,
content.
I have no idea. I'm going. Why is everything reacting so weird? What the hell? Oh, okay. Everything is a bit,
Hello, and thank you for
wonky.
playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay, you're
As you
welcome.
may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Okay.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very
What
excited
the
to see the
heck is
thrilling
this?
new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay. It's probably gonna be nothing,
Okay,
but...
so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
There are so many ways this thing can go. Hello?
Is it broken?
I think so.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
yeah.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
But I cannot jump. Oh my gosh, I can jump! Yay! Whee! Jump, 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 jump. And I'm jumping. Aw. No, I cannot jump anymore. Can I do it again? I wanna jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I'm pretty sure there is a lot. Can I do it again? Aw. I'm surprised I can jump. Well, let's go then. Oh, okay.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Hey, it's not
just
my fault.
elevators and jumping. Is this
You're the
what passes
narrator.
for
You're
exciting
supposed to
new
be the one
content?
that is
This
like
new
reimagining
content.
the
Then I
story.
could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Another
I'm ready
jumping
for whatever
circle?
it is.
Oh, that would be great.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video
this
game
game is
developers
great.
with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated
want that
and I'm
achievement
offended, and
now.
I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Thank you.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
What
do
happens
you say,
if I
friend?
stay here? Oh. Well, never mind. He's restarting it all by... Did you break the game? Mr. Narrator, did you break the game? Ah!
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I don't like vents, so I'm not going in there.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
You're such a dork. Oh my god.
You. After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know
Okay,
where
that
to
was the wrong
start.
color. Fuck.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Number
A
2.
moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
That is purple, right?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
looks like
pushing
purple.
buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing.
What?
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You
Okay,
know
I'm
what? To hell
actually
with it.
not making
I'm
any
going to
sense
put
of
some
this.
extra time on the clock. Why
What the
not?
fuck do you mean?
These are precious additional
Oh.
seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
Or
idea
not?
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing
I
right
am
now?
so confused.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
Okay,
that something
one.
in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to
blue.
screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stan?
I did it right
That
before.
this video
How the
game can
fuck?
be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you
I guess
replay
there
this
is
bit,
no
looking
answer.
desperately for a solution? 10, 100, 1,000?
Is there even a dark
I
blue?
look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail. Just you and me and the retching explosion of
I don't think there
fire and
is.
metal over and over and over for all of eternity.
Well, I think
And
I'm screwed
Stanley
anyway.
died again. And Stanley died again.
Oh,
And
again?
Stanley died again.
Oh.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Yeah, I
30
don't think I'm
seconds
gonna
until a
get
big boom
this.
and then nothing. No ending.
I am.
Just
I.
you being
Ah,
blown.
fuck.
Will you? Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
I just don't like vents. Oh god, they scare me. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I don't have to go through all that new content.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past
Sure.
and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Okay.
So I made something
Oh,
special
what the
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Okay.
I call
Whoa.
it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all
Oh,
my
I'm actually
favorite
outside. It
memories
feels
so
so
I can
weird to
relive the
see that.
peak experiences of my life
Oh my
whenever
God.
I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh. It feels so weird to see that after you've been inside for so long, especially in a game. I don't know why. Oh, the memories. Oh, this looks so cozy. I love it here.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Whoa,
Back
it was
then,
actually in a
video games had integrity.
Oh my god, I
Back
feel
then,
so
it all meant
old.
something. Oh, the waste.
Oh no. What is that? The British Academy of Film and Television Arts. The Last of Us. And they just put a sticker on it that says Stanley Parable. Alright. Well, I think still Stanley Parable is better than The Last of Us. I fucking hate The Last of Us. It's so overrated, by the way. For me, personally. Our First Kiss, My First Car are the release of... Okay, what the fuck? The original remake. What the heck? Oh, that's so funny. Download the demo for free. This is so funny to see. Had good times. This is hilarious. Oh god, I love this game. It has so many options. Oh, this is so cool to see. I don't think I've ever been with the first one. Oh wow. Demonstration. Begin the demo. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years? Is that an actual... Unachievable? Is it possible to get this achievement? The Stanley Parable. Oh, that's so cool. That's actually funny to see. Why is that up there? That I died? Oh no, can I stand here? Stanley Variable deals tough choices. Oh, this is such a beautiful place. What the fuck? Dang.
Je suis dans la mémorisation, c'est la pluie des loups.
Oh, someone died? No, it's a hamster. Did little Stanley die? Oh no, that's actually sad. Oh no. Oh no, the hamster. Who's singing? Oh, this is so
And
funny.
over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
It's
And
definitely
now,
not
it's nothing.
Skyrim.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
Why are they dissing
with an
themselves?
hour of new elevator content.
Okay. Oh. What the heck is this place? Oh. I guess I cannot. Is that Porto? Why is Porto here? Why the heck is... Why is Minecraft here? What the fuck? Why are these games in here? Okay. I haven't seen Porto in such an ass time, by the way. Oh, is that supposed to be me? Oh, that's supposed to be us. Why is Portal here? Why was Minecraft in here? That is even weirder. For Scott K. Okay. 2013. I did not realize that game was that fucking old. Oh my god.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I cannot really, Wait, how do I... Can I grab this? Can I move up? I cannot go in there. What's in there? The serious room? Okay. I guess I'll go in here then.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Where the hell am I?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Yes.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
What about negative reviews? Oh shit, we're actually getting one.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny.
No! Who
with
posted
his
that?
humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable.
I wanted to read the rest. I'll pause it for you guys.
Of profound
if you want to.
philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Why is this all in the rain?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley?
You played
I'm
for
not
3
preachy, am I?
hours. How the heck?
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
Their
This is
actual
actually
names
quite
are on the
shocking
there?
for me.
I hope not.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
It kind of
These
is.
black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh,
Like I let these people
no.
down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
For what?
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike
that
these
bad.
negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews
what's happening?
of the Stanley Parable. That's my
Oh, I thought it was
motto,
drowning
and
for
it's
her.
always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I guess we do, because we kind of... Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
I'm actually
no.
gonna wait.
The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence,
I don't
then
know why,
by
I
goodness,
just... His
that's what they're
voice
going
just
to
makes
get.
it...
Well, don't
it's
sit around waiting
just
for me
easier
to shut
to
up.
listen.
Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time.
That must
at
hurt
which
your
time
throat,
everything all
Sid.
at
It
once.
sounds
so,
like it
now
does.
you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination
What is
working
he
backwards,
saying?
the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more
I'm
than
waiting for
forever
another
ago?
achievement.
Which
I
is why
haven't had
say
one in a while,
the
I
story
think.
and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at
Is
which
good-
time
is-
everything all
is he
at
just
once.
gonna
So
repeat
now
it
you
now?
see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it
I
can't
think
be
he
just
might
yet. No,
be in
until
repeats.
245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday,
All right.
here and there, forward and back, and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourish. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45...
I want to keep doing it.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
12
12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley.
I can see the car.
You're back. Oh, my goodness.
So
I
dark.
have someone to talk to again. Stanley,
A
I
week?
think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Hi.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us. And
Oh. I'm so rude. Oh, narrator? Oh no, he just left. He just left. Oh, but does this mean? Alright. Why is that smoke alarm going off?
But they didn't understand the game was
What?
never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
What is going on? Hello?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
am
never
I
the end, is
break-
never the end, is 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 never the end.
Okay,
is
that's
never the
creepy.
end.
Oh. What if I keep going? Okay. I don't know how far I can go with it. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Okay. I'm just getting from bad to worse. Oh god. How did this collapse? Well, there's no door, so I might as well just keep skipping. Oh, what the fuck? How I'm surprised I'm not dead yet. Okay, so it went from beautiful plants to ashes? Okay, this is pretty creepy. Oh my god. What in the world? Why do what is, oh god. Oh, what did I do? Can I skip again, or is the skip button dead now? I think the skip button is dead now too. Oh shit. Oh no, what did I do? Mr. Narrator! Hello? I guess I'll keep walking then. There must be something. I don't know, but... there must be something somewhere. Oh. Oh, I'm back. Oh, Jesus.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Alright,
room.
let's go back
Perhaps
to the
he had
right
simply
door,
missed a
find
memo.
something there. But that light,
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
it's so...
Yes, I
yes.
have something very exciting
It's
to
so
show you.
intriguing. I wanna go. Oh, this game could go in so many directions. It's crazy. Can I go this way? Didn't we do this already before, Mr. Narrator?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Yeah.
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Okay.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, what the fuck? The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully-fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
I love how you can see
them. But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
It is really smart though to hang up TVs and actually have like pictures on them.
Progress and innovation
as a painting.
And long-term franchising potential.
2 doors. Oh, what the heck?
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Excuse me, that was a hiccup.
Here we are.
This is quite big, I gotta tell you that. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Is it?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to
I don't
really
want to be
simulate the full
Jim.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget
I
who
actually
you are,
expected
and
to
simply become a
to say
person
my
named
name.
Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
I love pressing
Otherwise,
buttons. You
it's just a
cannot stop
stupid
me.
button
As soon
that
as
says
I
somebody
can,
else's
I am
name.
pressing that button again.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I want to press it again.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name, the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No! Not much.
Jim.
No! Not my Jim button. No! Can I still hit it in the floor? No, I can't. Damn it! You ruined everything for me, Mr. Narrator. I actually liked it. The way it says it, like, Jim. I think I'd rather have Stanley as a name. I actually thought I was going to say my name. I want to go to that hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of.
The hole!
It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Whee!
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games. Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Yeah!
Now, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Woo! No, I'm going.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Wow!
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No, I want to keep falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
I don't
Is
want
it a very, very
I
deep hole?
don't want to see that
Certainly
white
is.
thing. If I
It's an
still see it,
extremely deep hole.
I'm not
I don't
leaving.
want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ooh,
Okay, well, good
I'm
for you.
surprised
You
I
found the bottom of
survived.
the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're
yeah!
so clever.
I got you in
think
a
the issue here
lie.
is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
I don't know.
I
It
figured
feels,
the hole was
probably
as
feels
deep
like
as anyone would
flying.
actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go
Sure.
ahead and
I
press
love
the
all the
teleport
cigarettes
button to
down
warp
here.
up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if I want to stay here? Ah,
Great.
it's fine.
Now, I'm very excited to show you Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
I guess
couldn't
it
help but
I
feel
guess
like
it
you spent a
did.
little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positive. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Yes, I am.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's getting really short.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less
Yeah, and
infinite.
I'm going to work my
I suspect
ass
that I'm
up
starting to hit
until
the
it's
point
not.
where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, no, I don't want
Oh,
to.
there it is.
Oh!
The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh, it actually, I was actually like,
teleport button not
why is it not working?
You sure? Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's not working.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
It's not
Try
working.
it again.
And press. I think I'm
Still
stuck in that
nothing.
hole forever now.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
What?
Goodbye, Stanley.
No, don't leave
You
me.
couldn't bear to be away from the
Don't
hole,
leave me
and now you'll get
alone.
more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone.
Don't leave me
You
in
get
this
to be with the
hole.
hole. I get to do literally anything else.
It's not my fault.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well, fuck. I am stuck in this hole. Do I have to restart the game? What is that music? What the hell? It's actually moving? Okay. Bye. don't know what is this. Okay. What is going on? Oh. Change my perspective? Of what? Oh my gosh! What is this? Why am I doing this? Change your... What? What in the world is going on? Hence your... Oh my god! What are the puppies? What is this? No. No. Oh my gosh. What am I? Ew. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm upside down. Ew. Oh, wow, that one is cool.
Stanley? Stanley?
No.
Stanley!
Oh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Was I on drugs or
But
something?
good at that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things,
okay.
you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Oh,
Stay
really?
alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
I want to go back to my drug land again. Aw, what? Aw, I'm back here.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new...
Alright, alright. I really like that hole.
Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well
keep
Someday
going. Oh!
and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
That one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th
No, I
birthday,
really
Stepnies,
didn't.
it
No,
is.
no, I really wanted this one. No, that is so mean. Why the fuck did you let me pick something then? I'm actually mad.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
What?
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
To what?
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
There
You
is
see,
no
Stanley,
bucket.
every time you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting
There is no
contradictions of the
Oh,
Stanley
there's the bucket.
Parable will feel
Oh, what?
perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may
Can I
even
have
come
it?
to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the
wanna go
bucket
back
is
to
in
my
your arms.
hole.
And to be honest, It's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Oh! I don't care, I like the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face
Can I leave
of
with the
crushing
bucket?
despair, must already be sweeping through your
I like the
body.
bucket.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Woo! I can take the bucket with me. Yay! Okay, I'll take it
Does
back.
anyone
I'll
give
take
out
my bucket
awards for
anytime.
Most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Yeah.
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It could be a collectible that I have right now. Alright, I did the bucket, so let's move on. Why is there a bag here? What? A random ass bag. That's not creepy at all. Please, no screenshots. Are we gonna restart?
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. What? Okay. Let's just go. Let's see what it does. Wow, this game is... How in the hell...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
If I made any sort of game like this,
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
balloons.
where
Oh my
he
God.
was employee number 427. Employee number 427.
I just actually want to see what
was
changed.
simple. He sat at his desk in room
I am
427
beyond
and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Surprise.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push.
This game is so confusing.
This
How
is what
did
employee
they
427
manage to
did
make it
every
like that?
day
I am just so
every
surprised.
month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every...
Okay, it's just... I think the rest are... Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I wish
Stanley
I could tell
decided to
you.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
My bucket!
Stanley picked
Oh
up
my
the bucket.
gosh! Yes! I love to take my bucket! Oh. He and I are going to marry forever.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What if I still wanted to go to the door on its right? Now let's just follow what he says to stay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's
I go back
office
into
was
the
where
broom
he'd find
closet?
answers.
With my bucket now?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Yes.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you?
No.
The aura of jealousy.
No,
It's
you
as
cannot
clear
have
as
my
day.
bucket.
This broom closet
No.
believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
I can really feel it now.
No.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom
No.
closet. That's what the
No,
broom closet
they-
is
no,
trying to say
no,
here. It's supposed to go
no.
with the other cleaning
They
supplies.
cannot have my bucket.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
Yeah.
Don't hand over the bucket. I know
You cannot
how
have my
hard it
bucket.
must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
It's my bucket.
This is your companion.
Yes.
And lifelong friend.
Yes!
You can't hand
It's
it
my
over.
bucket!
Oh no. We're getting into name. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Come on, Bucky, let's go. It's just you and me, brother.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5?
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
It was.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, collectible.
Found one of them. one of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
That
You
is
can't
so
buy that sort
true.
of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Like, why the heck do you have collectibles if you don't get something out of them? I mean, I did like the collectibles from Indigo's Park. They had a lot of fun texts on them. Alright, let's go, Mr. Bucket. Oh no, you're Bucky. Sorry, excuse me, Mr. Bucky.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him,
It is nice to have
reassuring that
something
in this
to hug.
darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's the bucket. All will
Stanley
be
and the
okay.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
With my bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Both. Well, Bucky is going to be a problem. I can tell. It smells of
Monitors
problems.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
I don't want
Everyone in
no.
the office was being videotaped.
I will never drop my
monitored
bucket.
like guinea pigs.
I will never drop Bucky.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
The bucket is more terrified than I am.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket
Lord.
want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His
Into
own
the
life
bucket.
in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one
Except for the
the
bucket.
bucket.
Bucky! Bucky, my friend.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Close your
labeled
eyes,
with
Bucky.
emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would
Okay, let's just turn it off here with the bucket.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Oh,
Yes, they had done
Yeah!
it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated
Stanley
their
and the
greatest
bucket.
and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Bucky, we did
Excitedly,
it, buddy.
The two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted
Oh
to
my
live
God.
once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Oh, what?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it
Sneeze
halfway
every
through
country
and
on
begin
Earth?
watching it in
Good luck with
reverse from
that.
the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Oh my gosh.
What? Wait.
No!
What was happening?
No, our
Why
freedom!
had the door stopped?
Bucky!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in
Oh.
uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What? No!
Even the facility itself
Bucky!
recognized the incredible calming
No!
presence of the bucket.
Oh, no!
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
No!
Go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't
No.
leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait, I'm still in the Stanley Parable too?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Now that I've restarted, I am actually curious what happens if I jump off the platform with the bucket.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Yeah, the bucket
Stanley
is wrong.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
No,
said the bucket.
Yeah.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
All right.
Someone was
Let's just
following
keep
Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I don't think I heard that before.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. What is going on? The fuck? Someone going insane here? What in the world? Okay. I'm just gonna... Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay.
Be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what
It's
Stanley
not so
thought to himself.
bad.
And he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
Bucky is great.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Even the girl.
In a single
Stanley
visceral
and the
instant,
bucket.
the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are
Just a
radiant in their
bucket?
own way.
What about
but
me?
This one stood above the rest.
Oh.
It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. Welcome to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the whatever, I don't know. I'm not gonna read all that.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
Why is he
Can you
going
see that
up?
The bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be. in his
25
short life.
buckets. Okay. Inferno bucket? What is this? Oh my goodness. Oh, even the music. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
No
no.
man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh! Okay. I thought I could, fall into the hole, but... Okay. I guess I don't. I am playing for so gosh darn long, but I don't know if I close the game, if what'll happen. So I don't want to. Is there somewhere else to go? Where is this it? I think I have to restart the game at this point. I don't think I... I don't think there is any place for me to go. Where's my bucket, actually? Wait, what? Where's my bucket? Oh yeah, and I didn't even realize my bucket was gone. Where did it go? My bucket! Where's Bucky? I want my Bucky! There's nowhere for me to go, but... Oh! I had to... I had to grab it. Okay.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What is that?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can...
Alright. Ignore the lady.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were... Warmth spread through Stanley's
Yay!
arms. With the
Okay,
bucket
so I'm
in his
stuck in
arms
the
again, he
sequel.
was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
Nope.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Nope, I am going down with my bucket.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd
Oh,
find
what the
this
fuck?
place eventually.
Okay. What is this?
You see, your friends and I
Why
are
is there a
concerned
giant
for you,
baby?
Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Or is this an
The bucket
intervention?
isn't even from the original
I don't
Stanley
think I've
Parable.
seen the
It's
baby
just
yet.
sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
Okay.
They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they'd never
I
seen
like
before.
my bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line?
I have not
We could
many
make
friends.
The adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans
the
want.
fuck?
Let's do it.
I don't think I've seen the baby before. God, that's creepy. Okay.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh no, not again. Oh my god. Not again. It's so loud. Oh, that's terrible. Is that a meme? Is that a weird hoax? That is definitely supposed to be that weird hoax. Where people saw the same man in their dream and stuff. That is a comic? I cannot see. What type of comic? I cannot see any of this. But that is definitely meant for that, this guy, this thing. Like that hoax.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Thank you, God.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I am not sacrificing my bucket. Not ever. You're gonna get my bucket. Do you hear me? Nobody is getting my bucket. What the hell is that? I don't want to sacrifice my bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
No!
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud
I don't want
to introduce
to.
a
I don't
brand
want
new
to.
character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
No.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I
Can you
refuse.
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No! I don't... No, I don't want to. I actually
Now
don't.
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is
It can
its
destroy me
singular
first.
personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
I don't
what
care.
Other object in this game
I don't
can you
care.
even say that about? The broom
I
closet?
want-
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be
No.
clamoring for after this.
I want to
Okay,
keep my
the
bucket.
Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
Nope.
We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
Nope.
Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
I'll stay with my bucket until I die. Oh no. What have I done now?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
But I kept my bucket. I kept Bucky the bucket. Yay! Yay! Bucket!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I don't think there's much more here, though.
But Stanley had
So maybe I do have to
to
destroy that
telling him
bucket.
that the employee lounge was
Or
simply the
I'm
place
going
to
to
be.
see. Excuse me.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We haven't crossed the platform yet.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Yeah, good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Yes, they
But
can.
Stanley
I
chose
believe
not
he
to
can.
think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Alright, what else? There's a collectible over there. How do I get there? That is an impossible place.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Sure. I like going into dark rooms.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
And of course you're gonna lie to me, Bucky.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Yes. Definitely. Oh. Oh. Oh, Bucket! Hi! Oh, hello Stanley, it's me, your Bucket. Glad I need to take me back to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
Where's my bucket?
It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
My bucket!
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him
Yeah,
is just in his head.
No!
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can
I like
convince
my
him.
bucket.
I don't know if
I
he'll
like my
listen to
bucket.
me.
Go back to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Where's
Listen
my
to
bucket?
me. It's just a bucket.
No!
It can't think. It can't
It's
talk.
my bucket.
All
It's
it would
Bucky.
ever
He
truly
has a
do
name.
for you is effectively
It's
transfer a
Bucky.
liquid from
It's
one
Bucky.
location to a different location. That's it.
No!
It doesn't do anything else. You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to.
No, it's
now,
Bucky
all he
now.
cares about is his awful bucket.
No!
This stupid hunk of metal.
Don't listen to him, Bunky. You're the best.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket.
It's not
this
empty, it's
sort
full of love.
Shiny bucket. Oh, I'll give it this. The
What am
bucket
I
does have a
saying?
nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Don't you? I am going crazy.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't
Oh,
quite
watch
look
his
like
TV.
your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
To relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
No,
Why
it's
do I
not
feel
just a
some need
bucket
to
of me.
point out the ways in which it's
Is a
so
cat just a
much
cat?
more than
No.
just a regular bucket.
No.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Oh, how romantic.
Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give
I don't
it to
know
me
where
now. Give it
No.
or I'll...
Ah! Go back to work, Stanley. What? No, how do I leave? Well, at least I know I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm just gonna quit. I have been playing for over 2 hours. So, stop for the only Bunnerrup, and I really hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye!